Today I'll be showing you how to make this wig on my head, this pretty wig on my head. Where to source the materials at half the price that you would have bought it from right here in Kenya. Watch this whole video to learn how to do that. Subscribe, like. Guys, what do you think we're doing? I have a mannequin that is 22 inch. I bought in River Road. In case you're interested in learning how to do this, I have a frontal. I have a frontal from AliExpress. It's a 20-inch frontal. I bought it for 11,000 after discount. I think so. I have some 3 bundles of hair. Some 3, I had washed it, so that's why it's looking like this. I have some 3 new bundles of hair, okay? The 3 bundles of hair, I bought them also from AliExpress. They were around 15k. So I spent around 25,000 on this hair in total. What else do we have that we need? I have some T-pins. I have some curved needles that you're going to be using to just sew our wig. I'm going to show you, in case you're a learner, how to make your wig. First of all, I also have these caps from AliExpress. I like the way they are netted because they don't sweat so much. So today we are making this wig. And start off, you have to dress it the way you normally wear it on your head. Because this is basically the wig dummy. And I'll start by pinning it on the doll. Now we're going to start pinning it using my T-pins on the dummy. Make sure that you've put it the way you want it to be on your head. I'm going to pin on the sides a bit more so that before I pin on the sides, I'm going to pin it at the bottom. I also bought the pins from AliExpress, guys, but you can always buy the ones that are used by Muslims to pin up their mtandios. You know those ones? They also just do the same exact thing. I pin it down like that, and then to make sure my cap doesn't shake or move when I'm knitting it, because I'll be doing the motion of tightening it, I'll just pin it also on the sides, like in 2 different places. So I'll pin it all over to just make sure that it retains the exact shape of the wig that you're going to be doing. The cap that I'm using is in size large. A frontal, how to place it on the head, on the mannequin head, or on the cape. You can see it's too big. This is where the ears are supposed to be. As you can see, it's too big. The middle, I have to pin it in an M shape. And I also have to make sure that I can't see the cape inside when I'm making this. Like by the time I'm pulling it down in such a way that the cape is not showing where it's starting. In an M shape, you know. How I learned to do it is, in the middle of the head, I have to pin it in front first, so that haionekani the sides. And then on the sides, so that your cap can form an M, like that. My lace is also customized. It doesn't need any plucking. I'll tell you the shop that I bought it from on AliExpress. In case you're interested in buying it, you just buy. Because the same hair, a 20-inch frontal, first of all, getting it over here, that means it's a wig that is around 40 inch. To get a 40-inch wig, here where we are in Kenya, you guys know how much you'll pay for it, You'll pay around over 60,000, 75k. We both know that, 60, 75k. That is if at all you are using the parameters of the frontal, that is how much you'll pay. For mine, I paid around 25k. And in case you're interested in, for example, getting a customized wig from me, after you watch what I do, all you need to do is just subscribe to my channel, like my videos, DM me on my Instagram, because my Instagram is also the same name as my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you buy from me, you'll save around 15k to 20k. If you like the finer things in life and you're ready to pay a buck for it, just talk to me. While we are saving, we're also slaying. Let's save as well as slay yote kama 60k if we can help it, okay? And this is a wig that I bought like on on AliExpress. I bought different wigs from hair, not wigs, sorry. I bought different hairs from them, and the hairs that I normally buy from them, they also last. I have hair that is over 5 years, over 6 years, over 7 years old. And what I normally do, I just buy the frontal first. I keep it because I don't want to buy the whole thing at once. After I keep my frontal, now I'm pinning in the back side of the frontal. Sorry, let me see. I hope I've not messed up anything. Flat as possible on the dome, without anything, so that you can be able to fully understand the whole process on how to map out your wig and how to start it. Because basically, if you get this correct when you're making your wig, everything else will fall into place. Okay, guys? I'll pin this down also because I don't want it to raise or anything so that it can mess up my shape. Guys, this is how I've pinned my hair. This is the first process of making a wig. You first pin the frontal on your dome or on your head. This is how you do it. That's how I pinned mine. I formed an M shape around here, and then after that I pinned whatever was remaining. On the back side of the wig, as you can see, it has formed a straight line, which means you're doing the correct thing. And make sure it's very tight on the dome cap. It doesn't move, because if it moves, ama kama imejikunja, basically, if it's not flat, this part, it means your wig will also have extra whatever. Itakuwa ikijikunja. But you know very well that you're going to also cut the wig after we are done with it. That's why you can see maybe the lace is too much. The lace was a 20-inch. The seller delivered on time. The seller that I'm going to link below. And then in case I forget, you can always DM me. Start off with the longest hair in the back, because I want to get rid of the long parts before I start doing the shorter hair. Just tying it together so that I can get rid of the extra, let me move it back a bit, so that I can get rid of the extra hair that might impede my progress when I start sewing. You can see this part is like an M, and then this one is like this one is like this. That's how your wig frontal is supposed to lay on the cap, on the dome cap. And then this part, you can see it's straight going this way. That is also how it's supposed to become. And then now, as I told you, I'll start off, I think I should start off with the longest at the end, the longest hair, which is a 26-inch, by the way. I'll compare the three because I had unraveled them in order to just sew them. Oh geez, this isn't tight. 24, I had a 24-inch, I have a 26-inch, and I have a 22-inch. I'm just comparing the heights, the lengths, sorry. So as you can, I've arranged it accordingly, according to how long it is, going from longest to shortest. So I'll put these away, the two short pieces, and I'll start off with the long one. And I'm going to be doing doubles in the back of the head. Double wefts, sorry, maybe if you don't understand, that's what I mean. Na tujafanya kitu yoyote. My longest is there, and then now I'll start fixing my needle together with my thread. I'll just do that. Let me do the first one with you guys watching, in case you don't know how to do it. You have to have very good eyesight to be able to do this. I have a small scissor, the one in the manicure set. I'll just start at the end, as I've told you. At the very end, I'll make sure my needle is threaded inside the band at the end of the frontal, the hard band. Right? If you know, you know. In case you need more explanation, you can just DM me, because you see these terms, sometimes not everyone can understand them easily, and it's understandable, guys. So I've put in the first time, and then the second time what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do this round. I'm just going to do it twice, round in the needle, and then I pull it so that it can get an extra hold on that cap. We are not here to do this and then after a few months imekatika. You understand? And then now I'll start facing you guys, facing that way and passing the needle, and after passing the needle I also make sure that I twist it but once. I twist the thread around the needle but once, okay? And it's difficult because I think I've been making these wigs for a while now. My own wigs, sijakuwa nikinunua. I just buy the hair and then I make my wigs at home. But it requires time, it requires someone to have time. So if you can do it at home, the better. It's a skill you can even earn money from. By the way, I make wigs even for people. Any type of wigs, be it synthetic, be it human hair. I take orders. So DM me in case you're interested, guys. Ethan! Once I'm done with this part, and then I'll show you, and then we go to the next part. We're going to be doing this wig together. So in case you've ever been interested in learning how to make a wig, and you've ever thought, oh, this hair is so expensive, maybe I can't afford it, this is the place to be. This is where I'll show you how to do this. I've always told you I'll show you discounts, corners where there are deals. This is one of the major ones I use. That part, the end part of the wig, this is how these are the results of the frontal. This is how I've done the frontal using thread. As you can see, it's like a face already. That's how it's going to be looking on the head. Thread, I thread the weft through the weft to begin with. And then I start the process. Middle, I don't put the thread through the weft. I only put the thread through the weft at the ends because I want my hair to last. If you put your thread or the needle through the weft, throughout the weft, the next time you want to use it, you'll get some wear and tear. Of course, just twist the weft from the other side. I'll twist it round, and then I go higher, like here, compared to the previous line, and then I start from there. I do double the weft because we are at the end of the weft, on that line, the end of the line, sorry. You do that twice for extra firmness, and then you start on this side, in the middle now. Thank you for being with me this far. Now I've done two lines. So what I'm going to do next, I want to start doing in tutus. For the tutus, if you want to do tutu and you've been doing one line, you just use clips. You do this until the end, you clip there. And then you twist the other row of the hair. So when you're doing it now, you have to be putting threads on both wefts. Okay, guys? Like that. That's how you do it. If you want to start doing twos and you've been doing one line or or a single thread. If you want to start doubling the threads, that's how you do it. And because it's a heavier, it's heavier compared to the other one that I was doing in one-ones, I have to continue now in double. In like my thread has to be doubling, not like doing it once. So like that. So at each step, you're threading both. Now, because this is less thread, what I do if it's less like this, I just make sure that it's threaded well at the end, and then I do like this. I do like this, and then I also put it in again like that, so that it can be more firm than regular. And then I cut off the thread because it won't complete it anyhow. And then I also tie this thread, the hanging thread, I tie to make it also very firm. Now I'm on the last weft at the last weft, and then I start with the shorter ones. So let me just finish this as I showed you. Let me zoom you in so I show you how I'm knitting. You just do this. In the middle, I don't tighten by putting in the middle of the weft, putting the needle through the middle of the weft. I just pass it over the weft, and that is for the sake of using this hair for a bit of a longer time, as compared to just letting it get damaged within like the next 5 years. It's also the way you take care of it, guys. It's not just about the quality. It might be the best of qualities, but if you don't take good care of it, it's quite damaged. Okay, guys, have any questions? In case you want to give me an order to make for you a wig at the price I've told you, I'm open to it. As long as you're patient, you can also buy from AliExpress. I'll inform you of the shops that I buy good quality, maybe hair and good quality frontals. I'm very quick with my hands because I think I'm used to it by now. So at the end is where you have to put extra like oomph. My dog keeps barking over there. The thread like this and pull it like that. I'll just join this part with the frontal part at the ears, at the part of the ears. This is one weft at the bottom of the, this is one weft. Hii ni ile kubwa, ile refu. You can see, in case someone is wearing, how long it is. That's the progress of our wig. The front is laid down, the back is laid. This is the remaining blank space. So see you guys here when I do that. For now, let me go to the kitchen, nipikie watoto kidogo samaki, then I'll see you back here. Okay, guys? This part, you have to make sure this hair, like, it even overlaps, like, it covers completely the frontal part, so that when you comb it, no one can see the difference between the frontal and the first weft of hair. But I have to make sure that it's fixed here, in such a way that even when someone checks the hair, they can't see the difference between the weft and the frontal. Like it has to be like one. On the frontal, as you can see, it's fixed on this part of the hair. I'm just here. I wanted it to be really flat, so I changed the width of my thread, the type of thread I'm using. Like I took a thinner thread. Hey guys, this is where we are at. I'm done with the frontal part. I'm done with part of the back part. I'm done with the very back part. I'm just remaining with this part, and I'm still at it. My battery, my camera battery is going off, so I'll just finish up. It's remaining this. It's just remaining this. So we are moving towards finishing. All is well. It's coming along just fine. We've gotten some serious progress over here. That's how the wig is looking so far. You can see it's very, it's not, it doesn't have any issue. It's just perfect. The back side is also almost full, as you can see. I have some remaining weave here that I want to double up on this row. After that, I start the last piece. I'll just be doing strands like this. I think I'll be doing in singles, because as much as I like full wigs, if I put that, it will be just too full. Like if I put two. So that's the progress so far. The space is reducing. The frontal part is done with, as you can see. It's shaping up to be a very nice, beautiful wig. That's how it's looking. Yeah. That's how I'm doing it. At the end, I repeat again and again and again, and roll over the remaining piece of hair weft like this. Then I go and start off at the other end, opposite where I started sewing this, just like that. And then I also double knot it like that. Then I continue just like that. I'm at this point whereby I'm just finishing up that space. I'm going to put double strands so that I can finish it quickly, because I'm getting tired. You can see when I double strand it. No, I'm going to put a single strand, then I finish off with a double strand. I was just looking how it will be. Or I can put even a single strand and a single strand. So let me finish up that space. I'll just show you how it turns out, guys, okay? That's how I sew it.
I want to know if you got a success card for good reasons.
When you give someone a success card, it's just wishing them. It doesn't mean they
That's
will
Hope
pass or
in
they
America.
will fail. Hope is your cousin who lives in Nini, Kiambu Road. What a bad, ugly dream.
Only mine are not bad.
Like,
The one that I told you.
you're competing which one has worse dream.
No!
This is what is remaining. I'm just going to do a double strand from this end to this end. We see how it turns out, okay? Mkono sarakasi.com.
Ma, just see what's in this hair. That was in your hair. That was in your water.
Because
What
I'm
makes
making
your
hair
water
here.
dirty?
I'm making hair here, right here. So guys, this is the last of it. The last row. I'm just filling it in and then I comb it to see how it is. Okay?
What's wrong? Yeah, that's good.
Tomorrow. Then it's not being reasonable.
Right?
That's what she got. She's like, don't worry.
Yeah, it's not your business. How can you be asking people how they performed in their exams?
I.
And she's not being reasonable. In fact, the other is not being reasonable. Yeah, how is it your concern?
Why not? She's my friend. That's why it's my concern.
Your friends, you know their marks by now. You know your friends' marks by now, okay?
Yeah, I need to know.
The rest, not an international school. Like we pay a lot of school fees
Did
there.
I tell you?
We should be comparing to Kitengela
Did I
International.
tell you not to expect much?
You guys should be comparing to Kitengela International. Channel guys, I told you I'm going to cut this off and I'm going to show you how I do it. So my daughter will help me hold this and I'll just cut in tiny pieces. You see this part? This is what we are cutting and getting rid of, okay?
Need help?
I need your help. So, no, it's okay. So this is what you're cutting off. You don't cut it up to where, close to the thread where you sew it. You give it some allowance, because if you cut it up to there, it can mess up the threading that you did on the cap. Kind like it's tight, like it has a hold on the head. So what I'll do is, I'll sew a rubber band from this end to this end, so that when I wear it, it can be tight on the head and it doesn't get off or fall off. That's how it's looking. You know, I'll cut off the ears. I'll cut off the ear parts so that the only part remaining is this one. You can see the hair itself has already been customized, the wig itself, like this part of the hair. Is already okay. Take a strip of rubber band from this ear to this ear. I'll make it on both of the ears, and then I'll try to fit on the head. Then from there I'll cut off the lace, the extra lace on the head. Okay, I'll show you all that. Band, to know what amount of band space that I need, and it has to be like fitting, comfortable, but also a bit rigid. So this is how much I'll put, and I'll reduce by a few, very few, like from this end where the ears are supposed to be, this end to this end. That's how I'll put them. That's how I'll put it. So I've made this part. I'm going to make the other part. Okay, so I'll see you back here once I make the other part and finish. Here is the band. I've just placed the band. I'm done placing the band, so I'll try it on with the band, then I'll know where I need to cut on the sides. It fit very, very nicely. I like how it fitted. You can see even the flaps of the ear flaps, like the side of the ears have just lifted themselves. That tells you it's placed well and correctly. Okay guys, yeah, there you do it like that. You see where it's mahali inaenda, where it's going. This one? Yeah, I will. Why not?
There are several videos
That I don't post.
Yeah.
You cut it like that. Whatever excess is there, that's how you cut. It's not yet well or smoothly done. As you can see, it's still extra big. I'll just hold here and cut from the once it's off the ears. So guys, that's the wig. I'll show you tomorrow once I remove completely the lace. Right now imefika usiku, it's night time and I'm not yet done. So I'll see you tomorrow morning when I show you how it all comes together. Okay guys, enjoy your evening. Subscribe to my channel so you can continue supporting each other. Mwah.